Good morning, everybody. This is the London session. This is the new trading week. All right. So basically, this week we're gonna potentially try to, to do, as much as we can to pass the challenge. We're gonna try our best to pass the challenge that we're trading on. So basically now, what we are looking at is the, what is going to be the objective of the week for this week. What we really need to see the objective of the week. The objective is simple. We need to pass a phase 2 challenge, and we also need to make sure we are doing that by trading very carefully. I think last week wasn't the best of trading week for me, even though I was on the most side of the direction of the market. I was, but um, one or two things got the best of me, so it happens. And I want to try and make sure that I have very much patience this particular week so that we can actually have the best trading scenario. So what we're going to do this week now, very quickly, we're going to take a look at everything. We'll take a look at the analysis. We'll take a look at the news that's happening this week, and we'll also check the progress on the prop firm account. So right now we can see that today, Monday, there are no news happening today. So Tuesday, no news as well. But on Wednesday, there is CPI on Wednesday. So we need to watch out for that on Wednesday. And also on Thursday, there is unemployment claims. And then on Friday, there is so there is a few micro data scattered around Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which potentially can have an impact on our trade. Then let's take a look at the prop firm progress right now. So this is what I was telling you. The balance is still at $4,800, so we have not really made any more progress. We need now a total of $435 in order for us to actually pass the challenge. And if you see something here, you see that number of trade is now 19 actually. On Friday, I scalped a lot. Like I was scalping and scalping and scalping, and I still couldn't make money. So you see, I started on the account taking just 2 trades a day, or 1 trade anyway. But at the point I started taking multiple trades just to see maybe okay, I'm getting better entry. Then on 5th, I took almost like executions a lot on the 5th. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had like 10 execution on, I think, on Thursday. Then on Friday, I had about 3 executions, and you know what? I just call it a day. Like it's okay for now. Anyway, with that said, let's take a look at the so anyway, so this is now the objective of this week. We need to make a profit target of $435, and we're gonna do it. We are going to do it. So what we just need to do now is we need to make sure that we are trading as careful as possible and taking the best trade. Now let's look at the analysis. Right away, what you can see is that NASDAQ opened with a gap, like to the downside, like it just sold off between yesterday that NASDAQ opened and now. NASDAQ has moved more than 400 points. See, 650 points. Wow, that is so amazing. Like that's so much. For NASDAQ to move in just market open, not even normal trading session, it moves for 680 points. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. That tells us a lot of things happening technically, in the market. And this type of move might be fueled by the ongoing war and tension. So, and you notice something, that NASDAQ now is respecting this 4-hour demand zone. So, if this will hold, then that's going to be our level where potentially NASDAQ should be making a decision from. You can see that we have a level to the left from here all the way to the right, and this is the level that NASDAQ is currently respecting. So if NASDAQ truly would respect the zone completely, what we need to see now by New York session is either a market structure that will start forming bullish around this level, and then we can be able to take a buy from there. Or NASDAQ can just think that, okay, you know what, I want to keep breaking the zone. But let's take a look on the weekly actually, because sometimes on the weekly time frame, NASDAQ is still 100% bullish. In fact, it's just ranging in this higher low formation. It's still respecting the higher low formation on the weekly time frame. So in case NASDAQ really wants to move to the downside, there's still plenty of room for it to go. You see, it can come all the way here into this level before it starts going bullish again, which is potentially possible. Okay, so anyway, whatever direction NASDAQ wants to go, we are going to be on the right side this week. Okay, let's see daily. Daily too is similarly the same thing. Okay, daily is potentially respecting this. Our 4-hour demand zone is nested correctly in the daily support level. So hopefully this level is going to hold and we're going to get more trades from this zone. Okay, so what I think now is that for us to identify the trading zones, so let's begin to go to 15 minutes. Now from 15 minutes now, I'm going to turn on the session break. So I just turn on my session break and we're going to identify the previous day highs as usual and previous day low. So previous day high means the highest trading points that price was on the previous day, which is Friday. This is it for Friday. And the previous day low is definitely right here. And now as market already opened, the previous day low has already been broken. So technically NASDAQ is not, has nothing to do with the previous day low again. It has already taken the liquidity and that's it. So now we need to see what's our Asian range. So I just turn on the indicator for the Asian range indicator. And now you can see that I have the Asian high here and the Asian low here. So now we know something beautiful now. NASDAQ needs to come and take the Asian high. So for us to sell, we need to be selling above the Asian high. We need to sell somewhere here. So a good thing what can happen actually between now and New York session is that NASDAQ can try to come and take the Asian high and the previous and come back into the previous low. So this is a possibility that is actually possible. Or additionally, NASDAQ can just go down and tap into the Asian low and tap a little bit more into the demand zone and start to give a buying direction. Honestly, I think we are having a very good setup for this week. In case NASDAQ should do either of it, we're going to get a trade. If NASDAQ should go to the top, like take the previous day high, we should be able to take a sell from the top because, potentially they will want to retest the demand zone, right? And if we're able to take a sell from here, we should be able to put our stop here. If we stop out, then we're going to go and wait to retry from the top here, which definitely is going to hold. So one of these zones at the top here is going to be a selling zone. So there's 2 of them. And supply level here, and there's another one right here that is nested above the previous day high. So this one is much more higher probability than the one that is before it. So the zone at the top here has a more higher probability that selling from this level will work, and this level too potentially, but this level we'll have to wait and see the reaction of seller first before we join. But here we could even just blindly enter at the top and just go. But for NASDAQ to do that, it has to make a move of about 800 points. Honestly, it would be nice to maybe join the ride upward. If NASDAQ really want to make that much move to the upside, we should be able to join on that train. Even if we're using a stop loss of, let's say, 300, and we were able to get a trade that reached this high, you still get a 1 to 2 risk to reward trade, right? And but obviously we're not trading this session, this London session. We're trading New York session. So okay, I think the analysis is straightforward. Just to recap, now NASDAQ is currently trading in the 4-hour demand zone area. So we are still also inside the Asian range that's created, a very big Asian range. What we need to see now is that we need to see NASDAQ either come back and take the Asian low and begin to give a buy formation again, and then we can ride the buy to the upside. Or if that doesn't happen before New York session, NASDAQ takes the previous day, is trading around the Asian high. If it's trading around the Asian high, we need to see it break out of the Asian high, tap into this particular supply box and see if it start giving us a sell momentum. Because if it does, we can join the sell, right? And potentially like that. So in terms of market objective, right, what do I think the current market objective actually is? Because now that NASDAQ has sold off a lot, what do we think is fueling that sell-off? And is that sell-off within a market structure that we think is actually a good market structure? So for me, what I'm thinking right now is that NASDAQ is trading within the swing range, because this level and this level means that NASDAQ should remain bullish. However, the fact that it took the low of this level could mean also one more thing, that okay, fine, there's a zone that is just close by. If you see to the left here, this zone, and they're just respecting this zone right now. So it's still very much bullish information to me than to say that it has now shifted bearish. Now, NASDAQ will shift bearish if from this zone we break out of the 4-hour swing low. If we break out of the 4-hour swing low, I'm shifting my long-term biases of NASDAQ, that okay, NASDAQ is potentially now going to start creating lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows and all. But for now, I think potentially NASDAQ will still have opportunity to retrace upward. So with that, we know that now, okay, we can be careful in how we are looking at the NASDAQ itself. Okay, so with that said, let's expect a good trading week. And by New York, we'll always trade live by New York session. And today we will be analyzing again at New York session. So we just come at London session, analyze the market, analyze what we're thinking about NASDAQ. And then at New York session, we come and we trade it. Okay. So everybody, thank you for coming. This is basically it for this morning. We're going to come again at London, at New York session, and trade live together. So let's have an amazing one, and see you again on the live trading by 3:30 Nigerian time, which is basically 9:30 US for the stock exchange open. All right, happy and safe trading, guys. See you very